Hello all, welcome back. Continuing on the section of bioinformatics, we'll again look at a complex molecular weir, and we would be using a CoordGen library, which is very important and essential tool when you are getting to look at some complex structures for your compounds itself, a molecular structure that you are going to check. So molecular visualization with CoordGen library. So the CoordGen library, as you know, or if you don't know also, is a module used within RDKit framework primarily for generating high quality 2D coordinates for molecules. So RDKit itself is an open source toolkit used in cheminformatics to work with chemical information. But at times what you can see, like these structures, some of the structures of these molecules, antibiotics, suppressants, they can't be visualized easily using the only RDKit itself. So we take help of CoordGen library. So with CoordGen library, what happens is that we get enhanced visualization. So CoordGen typically produces layouts that are aesthetically pleasing and chemically informative. For example, it ensures the molecules are displayed in a way that highlights their symmetry and keeps related group of atoms together, making the molecular structures easier to interpret visually. Integration with the RDKit. As I have mentioned, like while RDKit has its own default methods for generating 2D coordinates of molecules, CoordGen provides an alternative that might offer better or different visualization results for certain molecules. It can be particularly useful when the default RDKit method doesn't provide. So when we are looking at RDKit and its utility, as you'll see in the demo itself, we will see a molecule with its default method of RDKit and using the CoordGen library itself. Okay. So first, the code, what we are doing is that we are bringing in Streamlit. We are doing the front end in Streamlit itself. We are using the RDKit library, a chemistry toolkit for handling chemical informatics, and Python imaging library that helps us to show the images of the compounds that we are working on. So RDKit molecules are specifically used for chemical molecule handling and visualization. Streamlit setup, we have the name of the strings that needs to be passed as the molecular structure itself. So first what happens is with the generate molecule button that you will see in the app checks if a smile string is entered. The smile string is then converted into a molecule object so that it can be shown in the image. If the conversion is successful, the molecule is first drawn using RDKit's default settings and then using enhanced coordinates if we are applying the RDCoordGen to add coordinates for a better layouts. Both images without using the default methods as well as using the RDCoordGen methods will be shown in the display. So both of them would be shown side by side. Okay, so let's look at the code itself right now. So this is the piece of code that I was mentioning, and what exactly you need to use the RDCoordGen molecule. So you see in the fourth line itself, I've called in the RDCoordGen library, which helps us to visualize the molecule in the RDCoordGen format that is there. So first we are giving a title, we are putting a default string. I will show some examples that will help you with other type of molecules that you want to try out, and it can also add in as your project parameter that you want to also act or say you want to extend upon. So first we are passing in the molecules in the smiles format, drawing the molecule using default coordinates. The size are 350 by 300, and we are coordinates using when we are applying coordinates using CoordGen, we are also applying the same thing with 350 into 300 and converting it to PIL image, that is a Python library for bytes, and displaying both the images. We display both the images side by side, and if it is not able to render the string, we get a invalid string response. So let's see the code in action right now. I'll just run through this application. As you know, like running any Streamlit application, we have to use Streamlit, then run, followed by the Python script. Okay, so I'll just open it up. It will open up in the web interface. Just wait for it to come up. You'll see that this is the default molecule that's being passed over here. If I just click on generate molecule, it would show the default molecule as well as the CoordGen molecule itself. So I will click on it. You'll see that this is created. Now if I want to expand, you can see the expanded view. This is the enhanced CoordGen layout, and this is the simple molecular layout that's there. So let's take some examples and see like if it works or not. We are using, first of them is oxytocin, that is hormone peptide. I am just copying this smiles of this molecule, and I will just pass it along. Let's see like if it works or not. Okay, so we are trying in different conditions here. Okay, now if I just click on generate molecule, you see the default RDKit layout is also shown, as well as the enhanced CoordGen layout too. Okay, let's try out with another compound, or say caprimycin, that is an antibiotic. So I am taking some complex structures so that we can study them. Very useful in terms of doing some research that you want to do and give some very good research results for your purpose of say projects that you're doing for semesters, as well as your postdoc also, as well as if you're preparing for MTech on bioinformatics. If your specialization is bioinformatics, you can take the help of this compounds, and you can also explore the code. I will also share the entire code with the explanations using the Medium blog. Just keep an eye on the YouTube link that I will share. So erythromycin is an antibiotic. Let's see how the structure looks like for erythromycin. It's an antibiotic itself. Just pass it along, press enter. Now if I click on generate molecule, you see the structures for it. Okay, this is the normal one, and this is the enhanced CoordGen layout itself. Okay, so we have seen erythromycin. Let's take an example of another antibiotic, that is vancomycin. I'll just go through the compound right away. Let's take an example of it. Again, I am passing it along as a smile string. I press enter. I'll just see the compound like it's creating. So how useful it is to visualize different kind of molecular structure, like immunosuppressant. I am using cyclosporine A, that is also an immunosuppressant. And this series of bioinformatics lectures, or the videos that I am sharing, will continue, and I will create different kind of things as I explore more. And also my post graduation is also in bioinformatics, so I will share all of the updates that are coming in my way. So you see like this is a default layout and enhanced code layout. Okay, so we have gone through the molecular viewer using the CoordGen library, that is very useful for visualizing some compounds or molecular structures that are not easily able to comprehend using RDKit's default layout, and you can also see the structures. And the journey will continue. We'll share more progress. Thank you. I hope everybody had liked this particular video. Thanks again.